to start. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for a man. It's McCown. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Motion from the wideout. Out of the gun to give to the back. At the 45 on his way. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
I am impressed with the physicality we're seeing up front by this offensive line. Playing on the road, they knew they wanted to get the run game established, and they are doing just that. They're not just getting 3-4 yards a pop. They are gashing this defense.
Going for the big play. Oh, he should have had that one right in his hands, and he couldn't hang on. Typically, he makes that play. It'll be 2nd down. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Really good toughness by the QB to hang in there, take a big shot, but I will not give him credit for throwing in a double coverage. So, nice job hanging in there, being tough, make a better decision. Do not throw in the double coverage. We got lucky that wasn't an interception.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Throws to the back. It's complete to the left. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
The shot that clears will have it 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. The give to the tailback. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. It's McCown. Now improvising. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that side.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. They get to him as he throws. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. They'll play it safe and try for 3. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. That is no good. And the score will stay right where it is after that miss.
And this place was going crazy before the game, and the offense on the first drive kind of quieted them down a little bit, but the defense, great job. They get a goal-to-go situation. They get the stop, force the field goal, force the miss. The crowd's back in it, baby.
they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Tennessee.
We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Direct snap. It's Frazier. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. On the snap, it's Frazier. They found a little running room out of the Wildcat, still short of the first down marker. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. On the direct snap, it's Frazier. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that Wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays.
Watching this Tennessee running back, man, he just runs with so much purpose, and it reminds me of guys that I used to play against, Jamal Lewis and Travis Henry, two great ball running backs that used to really test the physicality of our Gator defenses in some of those great games we had back in the late 90s. This dude right here, man, he just wears you down every single carry.
On the direct snap, it's Frazier.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Sends it back in motion. On the direct snap, it's Tomlinson. Found a little room out of the Wildcat that time, just short of the first down.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Direct snap, it's Tomlinson. The accelerator to the right. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown ball. There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible, because he'll make it happen.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it off in style with a 47-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. They're trying to put something, anything together to get that goose egg off the scoreboard, down 7-0. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. He goes down right there, but not before coming up with a big interception.
Some defensive players just have a knack. I've played with guys throughout the course of my career that you can't coach it. It's not speed, it's not strength. It's literally, I know when to break on the football, how to go get it, and how to pull it in. It's just a knack.
Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. On the snap, it's Tomlinson. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Creates a little room. Quick spin on the ride. He's got the first down, and they did a brilliant job getting them out flanked with the Wildcat.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
The Wildcat created an alley, picked up a few, still some work to do for the first down. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. On the direct snap, it's Tomlinson. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
This is an offense, guys, that really believes in physicality, and that's their identity. So running the ball on second down, no problem for them.
We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Tomlinson. They finally make the stop, and the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's Tomlinson. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Man, oh man, that ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee!
And that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas, try to make this a two-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So that drive covered just 44 yards. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's Bond. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Wants to throw, it's McCown. They're working that left side.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
And the shot to clears can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for one or two more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. He's going for the big play. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains.
Listen, end of the first half, that's exactly what you want. You don't care about the incompletion. You're chucking that thing up, trying to make a big play, trying to get the Hail Mary.
He'll take another shot here. He can't haul it in. Incomplete. They took a shot, but that's how we'll wrap up the half. The shot that clears will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. snap. It's Tomlinson.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On the snap, it's Tomlinson. Hard running there. Not a lot of movement on that one. The defense in position.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
On the direct snap, it's Tomlinson. Breaks the tackle. Picks up the first down. Well, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that one.
On the direct snap, it's Frazier. They found a little running room out of the Wildcats, still short of the first down marker.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's Frazier. Wildcat look didn't get much, picked up a few on that one.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Back has it. Oh, he's got a chance. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that Wildcat look and create an opportunity for big plays. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Direct snap. Tough, determined run, gets it down to the 12.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add that.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on second down. We've come to the end of the period, and Tennessee leads it. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Direct snap. It's Frazier. He's got the first down, and they did a brilliant job getting them out flanked with the Wildcat.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just keep running the football. Everything is going according to plan right now. They've been able to stay on the field. They put some nice plays together back to back to back, and they're bleeding the clock. This is exactly what you practice for situations like this. Just keep doing what you're doing.
And they're kind of going to their closer now, right? Like they give it to the physical guy that gets downhill, north-south, right away, hard to tackle, falls forward, paving holes, and this is a good opportunity for this offense to keep pounding and try to run that clock out.
He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. Defense way too anxious there, and they just hand them a first down with a penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. On the snap, it's Frazier. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Volunteers!
And I love it. I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. I trust my offensive line to pave the way, give the ball to my running back, and know he's going to physically punch this thing into the end zone.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. They've got to get points on this drive before this thing gets out of hand. Looking to the big tight end. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
And the shot to clear is in the hurry up. Looking to throw, it's McCown. Fires to the middle. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback in this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync. And that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and short. Here's a throw downfield late. Makes a grab down the middle. Finds a seam. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, shot to clear.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Snap to the back. They forced ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the wildcat there. Lining up in the wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Here we go. Back has it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. He's knocked down at the 33, and that's short of the line to gain, and let's see what they do on 4th down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They'll try to convert from the Wildcat. On the direct snap, it's Tomlinson. Finds some fresh air.
How about that? Fourth down, I'm going for it because I'm ending this game with my offense on the field, getting the first down, and now Palmer just watching it go tick, tick, tick.
Yeah, listen, it's just imposing your will, right? You know you're running.
Oh, he's got some space. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. On the direct snap, it's Tomlinson. Snowed under by the defense.
Really nice job stopping the run, but the problem is you have 0 timeouts left. You cannot stop the clock right now if you're the defense, so this has got to be excruciating for them. They know the offense is just going to take their time before they snap the ball.
We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
And that's exactly what I want from my offense. Like, listen, they're out of timeouts. I want this clock to tick. Now, we have seen some college coaches across college football continue to run the football and also give up the football and give a gift to the other team. This one's over if I just take a knee.
A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort from this team. No frills. The Mountaineers will kick it away to start us off. Fielded in the end zone. It's Duck. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Will have to use its first timeout of the half. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. On the direct snap, it's Frazier. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. Direct snap, it's Frazier. Found a little room out of the Wildcat that time, just short of the first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Direct snap. They make the stop, but not before the chains move and the Wildcat formation pays off.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense here. You're putting it on your offensive line on third down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first. You're around midfield. All things looking pretty good here early for this offense.
And I tell you what, no secret on this drive. This offense, they're not trying to maintain balance. They're trying to line up and just dot you right in the eyes. 4 straight runs, get the first down, and really starting to play physical.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. On the snap, it's Frazier. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Here comes the Wildcat. Watch out here. Creates a little space. Picks up the first down, still moving. He's loose. The 40. Running inside the 20. Touchdown ball. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. To the air, it's Washington. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Finds his man. It's Ellis. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Fires to the wideout. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. Oh, a big decision here early as they leave the offense on the field in their own territory. They want to keep this opening drive alive. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
Hey, at this point of the game, 4th and short, no problem going for it. 4th and medium, I think it's too early to start taking some of these chances. I think you need to just let the game play out a little bit and trust your defense.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. On the direct snap, it's Tomlinson. The Wildcat created an alley, picked up a few, still some work to do for the 1st down.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
Can't get him to the ground. They finally make the stop, but the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play. That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the 2nd period. So after the break, they'll go back to work. On the direct snap, it's Tomlinson. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Snap to the back. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half.
Timeout, Tennessee.
They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. On the direct snap, it's Tomlinson. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Tennessee!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Looking to pass, it's Washington. Picked off, what a play to set him up. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
How about that? I mean, they knew this defense was good defending the pass, but that had more to do with who's in the secondary, not necessarily who's up front. David, his best Pollock impersonation, picking that one off.
Yeah, baby, you don't get many opportunities to drop in coverage. You don't get many balls thrown your way, but when you do, want to make sure you take advantage, showing off the athletic ability, showing the hands. The big defensive lineman comes up with the INT.
Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
And the big fella, usually blocks, but has a nice little run and met by the strong safety. He's called the strong safety for a reason. Those guys are, oversized safeties that are really strong. They're usually strong tacklers. Did a good job getting the big fella to the ground. Just gave up a little too many yards.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
Fullbacks are very unselfish. One of the most unselfish positions you can find in football. They block 99% of the time. But when you can give them that rock, get a first down, those guys are really big. They're really powerful. They usually fall forward. No nonsense, no jukes, just hit you in the mouth.
Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Back has it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Direct snap. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense.
Well, that's just on the defense. I'm sorry. Fullbacks are not supposed to be able to rip off big runs like that. The defense, they better do a better job tackling as this game goes on.
Snap to the back. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Volunteer.
But man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. A very efficient five-way scoring drive. And they close the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Looking downfield, it's Washington. Steps away. Throwing on the run. Snags it on the right. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move.
First down, West Virginia.
To the air on first down. And not much going on downfield. You just get rid of it and live to play another down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Back to pass. He's got it. Inside the 20, stopped at the 19 as they try to get a score on the board before the half.
That just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Forced out of the pocket. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
How about this defense coming out aggressive on first down? They're in the red zone. They're like, no, we're going to take the fight to you. Now setting up a second down and long, putting them in a great position to be successful.
That's the end of the first half. With the score, Tennessee
Volunteers will line up to kick off and start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only...
He's going for a big play downfield. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. He's able to work his way on the return up to the 23 before he steps out of bounds. Advantage of that extra blocker. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Back has it. They found a little running room out of the Wildcat, still short of the first down marker. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. Direct snap. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Snap to the back. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Back has it. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one. They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. Direct snap. They forced ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there. They'll unleash the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough for the first down, and they might mark that down to use the Wildcat again. Snap to the back. Down to a little room out of the Wildcat that time, just short of the first down. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. Back has it. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain. Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. Direct snap. They might go back to that one in a big spot as they pick up the first down out of the Wildcat. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
They forced ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there. Snap to the back. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. They'll try to convert from the Wildcat. They make the stop, but not before the chains move and the Wildcat formation pays off. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. Got a little space. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Back has it. And some room to work. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm as we start the second quarter. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. Direct snap. It's Frazier. Break out the Wildcat to try to move the chain. Motion from the back. On the snap, it's Frazier. Breaks into the open.
And that is so demoralizing for a defense. You played so well on first and second down, and then you have a breakdown on third. This defense has got to be better the next time they're faced in that situation.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Direct snap. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Snap to the back. Runs through the tackle. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
And the fullback. This takes me back to my days growing up, watching the fullback being on the field every single play. You don't see that anymore, but the big fella gets the football. Hey, he looks like he knew what to do with it, too. Nice little pickup, little agility, little
and he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown ball.
And they talked about it this week with us. They talked about wanting to start this football game fast. Nothing like taking the opening possession, using your script to your advantage, and then getting closer and exerting your physicality, running the football in, off to a hot start for this offense.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays and closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Lacy. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here's the handoff. Shakes off the defender. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Starts to scramble to the left. He was able to squirt free and pick up a few and avoid a negative play there.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
It's a game of first downs, and they've got one after their own 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back to throw, it's Hoover. Looking to the big tight end. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
He'll be run out of bounds right at the 25.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The Crimson Tide needs to convert on 3rd and short. Trying to pick it up on the ground. And that'll not only be a first down, it'll be 1st and goal from the 7.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
And now a chance to pull even 1st and goal as we get late in the first half. They'll try to get it in with the run. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And he'll be stuck. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On 3rd and goal, they'll try to throw it in. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
Man, if I'm the offensive line, I got to do a better job initially protecting my quarterback. And then once he scrambles out of that pocket, he starts to go to the left, I got to stick with the play, because then he gets whacked at the end of the play. And instead of helping my quarterback up, I got to make sure I protect him a lot better moving forward.
That late in the half field boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. He'll bring it out. It's Duff. Didn't find much room at all as he'll go out of bounds at the 12. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. On the direct snap, it's Frazier. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. The Vols will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Barnes. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working. Ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
Looking for room. It's Lacy. They'll give him 4 on that one. It's 3rd and 6. Trying to pick up a first down. The play action fake. Moving away from pressure. Looking down the left side. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
No touchdowns yet, but that may change very soon after that long completion by the offense. Really great route, and a nice job of looking that one in. He set his offense up now in the red zone. They're looking to score some points.
Plows through the defense. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to Pater.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
But it's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window. Good pass defense.
Dances away to buy time. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Nice execution by this defense on second and goal. And they try to throw the football. They stay tight on him. If I'm this offense, maybe I run some crossers, a little pick route, try to get my guy open.
It's third and goal and third and long. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
All right, defense, nice job early in the game, playing well with your backs against the wall. The job's not over yet, though. This is an offense that has shown that they go for it on fourth down, especially during these situations.
Dead center perfect. That brings them to within 1.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. He'll bring it out. It's Duff. He stopped there, but a good return coming out of his own end zone gets it to the 28. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Back has it. He's in open space downfield. The Wildcat created an alley, picked up a few. Still some work to do for the first down.
Well, we're not quite in the fourth quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
He's got the first down, and they did a brilliant job getting them outflanked with the Wildcat.
How do you not respect the big fellas? This doesn't take you back in the time machine to the days when a fullback was on the field every single play. Then you're missing out, because fullbacks are awesome. They're just low maintenance. They're not divas like wide receivers. They just block most of the time, don't say much. And then you give them the football, and occasionally you get some big plays like this, and they hit somebody so hard they got snot bubbles coming out of their nose.
We've come to the end of the period, and Tennessee leads it. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the third quarter stats. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. And you go back to work in the final period of this one. Direct snap. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And after that negative play on offense with the lead late in the game, I think there's still ways that you can be creative and run the football, but not be so obvious. So zone read type plays, fake dives and pitches to the running back to get him outside, jet sweeps. You can find other ways to keep the clock moving, even though the
turning it on. They finally make the stop, but the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play.
And that's the challenge for this defense, man. It starts to get later in the ball game. That clock is not your friend. You're losing the football game. They got to meet the physical challenge of this run game.
Snap to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat's going to give him a different look. Gets the back moving. On the direct snap, it's Frazier. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And this is a moment with the lead late on third down that I would put the ball in the quarterback's hands and trust him to get this first down to keep me on the field. He's one of the most highly rated guys in the country. Throwing it, and if it's not there, use his God-given athleticism to go keep these sticks moving.
They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. They'll send the back in motion. On the direct snap, it's Frazier.
And you know, big chunks like this.